Hello everyone, here is Nadia from Pilateshanoi Studio and Teacher Training Center. This class I would like to dedicate to the functional training of the buttock muscles. Here in Pilateshanoi, we strongly believe that the body is a whole and seeing the connections in all of the system is very important. So in this class you will see how we include the feet exercises, the hip exercises, integration of the oblique systems to engage your buttocks fully. And not to talk long, just let's get started. We will start with the Lolitas warm-up and then proceed with the full class. For this class, you'll need just the yoga strap to facilitate one of the movements, or you can use the belt or whatever can be stiff to wrap around the knees, which you have at home. So when we start, let's sit nice and tall with a neutral pelvis. When you have the weight on your sit bones, you have the chest on top of your pelvis and head on top of everything. And you start to lengthen the spine up to the ceiling, maintaining the nice long posture. And here we start to inhale, sensing how our diaphragm is moving down. And as you exhale, the belly button draws in, ribcage closing, and you squeeze all that air out of your lungs. And again, deep breathe in, full lateral breathing. And exhale, belly button to the spine, squeeze the ribcage, and all the air out of the lungs, and grow an inch taller. And 2 more times. Inhale, 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 inhale. And exhale all the air out of the lungs. And one more time, inhale deeply, sensing how your breath comes to the sides of the ribcage and to the back of the ribcage. And exhale all the air out of the lungs. And now let's warm up the spine. Bring the arms to the shoulders and up to the ceiling. And reach with the right arm, look at the palm, and reach with the left. And reach with the right, and reach with the left. Both arms reach up, inhale. As you exhale, flexion forward. Round the spine, lower the arms, unroll into the sitting tall. One more time. Arms to the shoulders, up to the ceiling. Reach with the right, reach with the left. Reach with the right and side stretch. Both arms up, inhale, palms forward. As you exhale, flexion forward, round the spine. Unroll into the sitting tall and bring the arms out to the side. And we'll side bend towards the right, left arm overhead, shoulders down, hip on the left side heavy. And come back to the center. Inhale here, side bend over to the left, right arm overhead and stretch the waist. And come back to the center. One more time, lengthen up and side bend over to the right, left shoulder down, left hip down. Inhale, top rib cage, and exhale, center. And one more time, lengthen up and side bend over to the left. And open the right rib cage, right hip heavy. Inhale here and come back to the center. Lower the arms and lift the arms up again and rotation. Lengthen up, rotate to the right, lower the arms. Inhale to deepen to twist. Raise the arms up, come back to the center and inhale here. Rotate to the left, lower the arms, deepen into your rotation. Inhaling, raise the arms up and center. One more time. Inhale, rotation, lower the arms. Inhale to deepen. Raise the arms up and come back to the center. One more time. Lengthen, rotate to the left, lower the arms. Deepen into your twist. Bring your eyes behind. Lift the arms up. Come back to the center and lower the arms down. And now let's have warm up. Continuing, and I'll sit sideways to you so you can see the movement. I would like you to point your feet, swipe the arms back, and bring your body into thoracic extension. Inhale here. Then flex the feet and swipe the arms forward to the spinal flexion. And again, point the feet, swipe the arms back into thoracic extension, open through the chest. Flex the feet and spine stretch forward. And sit tall for our feet warm up. Separate the legs a bit wider, like a mat with a pad. And we'll start with the circle. So here you have the ankle and the hip circles at the same time. Bring the toes in, down, around, and up. In, down, around, and up. And 2, down, around, and up. And 1, down, around. Reverse the circle. Out, down, in, and up. Out, down, in, and up. And 2, down, in, and up. And 1, down, in, and up. Bring the legs together. Keep the heels on the floor. Flex your feet and point your feet. Lengthen the toes and flex the feet and point the feet. And 2 more times. Flex the feet and point the feet. 1 more time. Flex the feet and point the feet. And now for sections of the foot. Flex the feet. Arch, go down. Toes follow. Toes back. Arch back. Arch and toes. Toes back. Arch back. Arch, toes, toes back, arch back. 1 more time. Arch, toes, toes back, arch back. Keep the arch. Flex and squeeze the toes. Curl the toes and up. Imagine you hold the pencil and curl the toes and up. 2 more times. Curl the toes and up. 1 more time. Curl the toes and up. And then I'll sit face to you again so you can see a little bit better. You will be spreading the toes wide and creating the fan with your toes and relax it back. Stretch and hold for 4 seconds and bring it back. 2 more times. Stretch, 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 stretch and relax. 1 more time. Stretch, 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 stretch and relax. Okay, we are done. Now let's lie down on the back. So I'd like you to find a comfortable position on the mat. If you need a pillow under the head, please use. Legs parallel, hip width distance apart, arms by the sides, and we will start with the relaxing of the body, or we want to get rid of any superficial tension in the bigger muscle groups. So I would like you to start to push from the floor, bringing to the body small shake. Here you try to use effortless movement, so you don't create much of the muscular force to move in this way. You just think that you are skeleton, which is just pushing up and down by pushing the floor away, and try to have the body totally relaxed. So we try to establish here a little bit of the relaxation in the body. So we want to get rid of those big muscles being tensed, especially if you have ones like a hip flexor too tight, quadriceps too tight. So we try a little bit to release those big boys in order to switch on your smaller muscles and to help to switch on your buttocks at the end. And I think 1 minute will be enough to do this, and then you'll stop. And now you'll have to have the feet parallel, hip width distance apart, with the triangles of the feet or tripod of the foot on the floor, big toe, little toe, center of the heel, and then arms by the sides. And we will be doing here our hip lift with no articulation. So I would like you to feel how you press the floor down, and this helps you to lift your pelvis, coming up to the shoulder bridge. Neck is long, shoulders relaxed, and feel the tripods on the floor and lower the pelvis down. And again, as you exhale, you lengthen the back of the neck, you press the feet into the floor, and you lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling, opening the front of the hips and lower down. And I'm reminding you, you have no articulation here. So not classical bridge, but just the hip lift. And lower down. And 1 more time, as you exhale, hip lift up and stay here. And now I'd like you to lift the forefoot and lower, and lift the heels up and lower, and lift the toes and lower, so the forefoot, and lift the heels and lower. And again, forefoot up and lower, and heels and neck relaxed, and forefoot and lower, And notice how that feels on your hips and in your buttocks maybe too. So just observe how the body reacts to this exercise. And let's do one more time. And lift the heels and lower the spine down. Now we will build this up to the little bit more complex movement. For this one, lift up the hips and keep the ski slope shape with the rib in. And I would like you to step out with the forefoot, step with the heel out, and again, foot out and heel out, and bring it back. Heel, forefoot, heel, forefoot out, and heel, forefoot out, and heel, in and forefoot, in and heel, in and forefoot, in, and one more time. And enjoy nice articulation through the foot, and notice how that feels in your hips. Let's do one more time. Forefoot, heels, forefoot, heels, heels, in, forefoot, in, heels, in, and keep it parallel. Inhale at the top, and as you exhale, lower the spine down, one vertebra at a time. And now it's time to do some sideline position. So let's turn on the side, and you can have your arm long and head on top of the arm, knees bent, and feet pointed. Shoulder and hips should be approximately in one line. And here we will use the exercise called femur side kick with a little bit of the adaptation. So instead of holding that strong box, square box, I would like you to try a little bit to let the lumbar spine move a little bit, not that much. So you'll be inhaling and bringing the knee towards the nose. And here you try to get inhalation into your lumbar spine. And now as you exhale, you open to the front of the hip and reach the heel towards the buttocks. And again, inhale and exhale, heel to the buttock. Inhale, nice warming up of the lumbar area too. And exhale, heel to the buttock. Maintain the knee in one line with the hip joint and foot aligned with your knee. And let's go for 3 more times. Inhale, kick forward, and exhale, hip extension. And for 2, inhale, and exhale, hip extension. Last time, 1, inhale, and exhale, extend it to the back, and bring the knee over knee. Now, we have our next exercise called climb, and again with small variation. So we'll open the knee up towards the ceiling. And here I want to a little bit allow your pelvis to create small rotation towards back and close. And inhale to rotate back and exhale to close. And for 4. And listen again to the sensation which you get around the hip area, about your buttock area. You should start feeling your gluteus muscles a little bit here outside. And one more time. And now I would like to bring here one more of the lolitas clams. So you will lift both legs, extend the top leg up, flex, point, bend, bring the knees together and lower down. And again, climb it up, extend, flex, point, bend, connect, and lower down. And exhale to lift, and extend top leg long, flex, point, bend, and lower down. And when you start to do it, you don't want to stop anymore. I'm joking. But 6 times would be enough. In this class, we'll just try to warm up this area and engage it. So if you need more repetitions, you're welcome. But just for the time restrictions, we will do around 5 to 6. Okay, we have it. And now, in between the second side, I would like to bring up a little bit of the oblique muscles being engaged. So let's roll on the back. Have the knees parallel, arms alongside of the body. And you'll start to Take an inhalation and shift your, bring your knees to the left. Here is inhalation. And exhale, you engage the abdominals and bring the legs back. And again, inhale. And engage the obliques to bring your knees up into the ceiling. And inhale, let it swing. And exhale, pull the pelvis back. Let's do one more time and then we'll progress this movement. And exhale back. And now inhale to swing. And as you exhale, you start to bring the knees up. And almost at the end of the movement, you add up small chest lift and come back down. And inhale. And bring it back. And small chest lift, eyes to pubis and come back. And continue to move this way. Inhalation and exhalation, almost and small chest lift. And change. 6 to 8 times would be okay. Eyes has to go down because where your eyes go, your spine go. Exhale, chest lift. And let's go for 2 more times. Pull it back and chest lift. And last time, 1. Inhale and pull it back. And exhale, chest lift. And I think we're about to have enough. And let's get on the second side. Again, side line. You can have your arms straight. You can have the head propped with your arm, which I'm choosing to have. Knees bent, heels lined with the pelvis, and now femur side kicks. You lift up the leg parallel, hip, knee, and ankle should be in one line. And again, I want you not to hold the pelvis. So allow your lumbar a little bit to flex when you bring the hip forward, inhaling here, exhaling, open through the front of the thigh, and bring the leg back, heel to the buttocks. And again, inhale. And exhale, hip extension. And inhale. And exhale, hip extension. And let's go here for 3 more times. So this exercise we're using mostly to warm up and prepare to the next. And exhale, we want to start the move, to move the pelvic area, to have it supple, easy to move the fascia around it. And let's go for 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, hip extension. And bring the knee over knee. And now we'll go into our climb. Again, modification. Open the knee and let the pelvis a bit roll back. Close the knee and close the hip. And again, inhale. And exhale, come back. If you do a lot of climbs, you will be really good at climbs. This exercise is loved by the many of physiotherapists, body workers. Most of the people have weakness of the gluteus medius muscle. And this is the one who gives you the nice round shape of the buttocks. A little secret of this class. 1 more time. And come back to the center. And now, lolitas climb. Bring it up. Extend the top leg. Flex, point, bend. And bring the knees together. Take an inhalation. And exhale to lift. Top leg. Flex, point, bend. Together and lie down. And lift. And extend. Flex, point, bend. Together. And again, up, extend, flex, point. And again, this is exercise which I kind of don't want to stop. It feels so good. It has the flex and point. You have the hamstring stretch. You have the gluteus medius. So you kind of have a lot of nice things in one movement. And let's go for 2 more times. Climb up, top leg, flex, point, bend, and knees together. And the last one, lift it up, extend, flex, point, bend, and bring the legs together. And we are ready to continue with activating the back part of the body and the back oblique system. So let's roll on the abdominals, on the babies. Here I would like you to feel the contact of your pelvis into the mat. Arms will be in front of the shoulders. And we'll start with the slight extension, inhaling and pull yourself forward. Exhale to stay. Inhale to extend a little bit more and exhale to lower the spine down. And again, feel the pelvis pressing the floor. And inhale to raise and pull yourself forward. And exhale to stay. And inhale to extend a little bit more, pulling the ribs forward, away from the pelvis, and lower the chest down. And here for 2 more times. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to stay. Inhale to extend a bit more. And exhale to go down. And 1 more time. Inhale to lengthen, feel the pelvis. Exhale to stay, shoulders well down. Inhale to lengthen more. And exhale to come back to the center. And we will add to this now hip lifts. So arms can be under the forehead. You can rest here. And I would like you to remind that when you raise the straight leg, you will press the hip or the front of the pelvis towards the mat. So let's press the right hip down, feel the connection, point and lengthen your right leg out and lower down. And then the same with the left, press the hip and lengthen the long leg away from you. And lower down, and right hip, lengthen and raise. And lower, and left hip, lengthen and raise. And lower, and notice how that feels in your buttocks. The simple movements, nice and easy, hip lifts. And let's go for 2 more times. And the prerequisite for sure to have your pelvis stable here. Now, we'll be extending the arms forward. It can be a bit wider than the mat to have it easier for you. And modified swimming. So inhale to prepare. Press the right hip down. Raise your right leg. And then add the left arm. And lower. We'll change. Left hip press. Raise it up. Opposite arm raise. And lower. And like this, nice and slow, we start to strengthen and activate our posterior oblique sling. And left, and raise, and lower, and lower. And again, right leg, left arm, lower it down. And left, and raise, and lower, down. Take a rest. And we will be doing both arms and legs and swimming. Inhale 2, 3, and exhale 2, 3, 4, and inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Last one. 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4, and rest. And push yourself from the floor into the quadruped position. And we will be rounding the spine here into the angry cat. And look forward into the horse. And again, angry cat, round the spine, coccyx down, head look at the knees. And horse. And one more time, around the spine into the angry cat. And come into the horse. And the last one, angry cat. And come into the horse. And now maintain the neutral position. Make sure that your elbows are neutral. And push the floor away from you and shift the pelvis away from the floor. Open the sit bones and come back to the center. And again, exhale to shift and come back up. And shift, exhaling. Think about sacrum falls in, Sit bones open and coccyx up. And come back. And one more time. And come back to the center. And let's come into the sitting position for the Z sit. And we'll start to activate a little bit lateral part of the body, or do the so-called mermaid. I would like you to keep the shoulder well down and focus on the opening of the rib cage. So we'll start to do the inhalation, open the whale of those intercostal muscles or the ribs, and come back to the center. And again, inhale, side bend over, and come back to the center. 2 more times. Open, 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 and notice how that nicely opens here on the side. One more time. Side bend, side bend, side bend deeper with the shoulder well down. And come back. And let's just swing to the other side. Okay, that's it. Pelvis heavy, all the body aligned, chest on top of the pelvis. And now left arm raises with the shoulders well down. And you start to go into the side bend, opening now the left rib cage. And come back. And again, you use your breath. Inhale to side bend over. And exhale, come back to the center. And again, inhale to side bend over. And exhale, come back to the center. 2 more times. Inhale to open. And exhale, come back. 1 more time. Inhale, open, 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 open. And exhale, come back to the center and lower the arms down. Now, we're going back to the quadruped position and we'll bring up some rotation in quadruped. So let's stand on the arms and knees again. And now I would like you to bring your arms directly in one line with your knee. So this will be the right side. And then we will be extending the left leg to the back with the toes tucked under. And I would like you to start to shift your hips to the right and come back to the center. Shift to the right and come back to the center. And for 2 more times. Shift and come back. And last time, shift and come back. And we will stay in a small shift and start to bring some through a needle exercise. So you'll be exhaling and curling under and return. And again, exhale and curling under and return. 2 more times. Exhale and inhale, center. 1 more time. Exhale and inhale, center. And now we will build this up into the very similar movement, but this arm will be reaching towards your knee in a twist. Exhale, inhale, center. And again, exhale, reach. Inhale, center. And 2 more times. Reach out and inhale, center. 1 more time. Exhale, reach out and inhale, center. And come back. And I would like you to now shift the pelvis back and forth and just listen. How do you feel activation of your buttocks muscle on the right and on the left side? At this stage, you might feel a difference. Now the same for the left leg. So you will bring the arm in line with the knee, right leg to the back extended, and we'll start to create the shifts to the left. Exhale, left, inhale, center, and exhale, left, inhale, center, and 2 more times. And the last time, 1, and stay in this small shift. And bring the throwing needle here. And imagine how strongly you can feel the difference just from one small exercise adding. So with the shift you feel something, but now when I'm adding the rotation and feel so much bigger improvement of the buttock function. And now the same, but with reaching towards the knee, so like the low diagonal reach. Exhale, inhale, center, and exhale, and inhale, center, and 2, and come back to the center, and last time, 1, come back to the center and bring the arms parallel and knees together, and let's rest in the cat position. So round the spine to the angry cat and horse, and again round the spine and extension, and last time 1, round the spine and extension, and sit down on the heels. And now it's time to get your yoga strap. So for this exercise, you'll need to get the yoga strap around the knees. So you'll just get inside of this loop above the knees, and then tuck the toes under. Again, make sure that you have nicely aligned shoulder girdle, tuck the toes under, and now you will be inhaling, stretching the bend, and at the same time moving the pelvis towards your heels, and come back up. And again, inhale, and come back up, and 2, and come back up, and last time 1, keep stretching, and now raise the right arm and lower, and notice how it starts to bring the fire in your system. So immediately the buttocks start to burn, and this is what we wanted to have today. Exhale, inhale, center, and again exhale. Think about coccyx up, sit bones opened, sacrum falls in to the pelvis, and if you are brave and ready to go, let's try to stay in inclination, and here keep the stretch on the bend, and we'll continue to raise the opposite arms. You can breathe into this breathing. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, and 2 more. Exhale, exhale, 1 more time. Exhale, exhale, and let's take a rest. And we'll round the spine to the angry cat again, and come to the neutral. And 1 more time, round the spine and come to the neutral. And let's see to take the belt away. And now it's time progressively move from quadruped slowly into the standing. But before that, let's do something which will improve the hip mobility, prepare you to the standing balances, and also bring out the connection from the foot to the buttock. So I would like you to bring the foot into internal rotation. So you bring the toes in and shift the pelvis forward. And come back. Now out and shift the pelvis forward. And like this, we will be moving dynamically a few times. Okay, and out. And again, in and out. And in and out. And 2 more times. In and out. And last time, 1 and out. Okay, let's change sides. Left leg forward, 90 degrees if possible. And in, shift, and out, and shift. And again, forefoot in, and shift. And you may find on one side you can very nice stretch of the hip flexor, the front of the hip too. And again, and forefoot in. Good. Keep nice vertical alignment. And 2. And last time, 1. Okay. And this is the time to stand up. So now we will be doing some exercises in standing. Why standing? Because ultimately we are upright creatures, and we want to have our buttocks active just from very simple activities like walking, for example. How amazing is that? You don't need to go to gym to make those muscles working. You just take a walk outside, a small walk outside, and you get already the nice activation through the buttocks, which will maintain their shape and function for the long, long years. So now, you'll start with the right leg forward, left leg to the back. And it should be relatively small opening of the legs, and with a comfortable range, you will start to make a small squats. They should not be that huge and deep, but if you feel pretty stable and you're a very experienced practitioner, you can make a deeper squats to also additionally work your legs. And now, I would like you to bring up here the hip shift to the side. So now if your right leg forward, hip will move to the right side. And then to enhance this movement, we will reach with the right arm overhead. And shift. And shift. And also you may be already thinking, well, how magical is that? So you may feel already the buttocks start to bring itself into the activation, nice and strong. And let's go for 2 more times. Trying to keep the balance is already a challenge, I know, but we are trying. Okay, and now remember we had also one movement when we were reaching into the diagonal towards the knee. We will bring this movement together with the arm overhead and hip shift. So you will shift the hips and reach with both arms into the opposite directions. And exhale to shift. And inhale, keep the balance and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. So here you can move slower. This exercise required quite a lot of stability. And let's go for 4. And 3. And 2. Very good. Very strong activation. And 1. Okay, ready to the second side? Change it. Okay, we'll find a position and we'll start with the small squats. Nice, small, easy. Trying to find the balance point now to feel how we stand, what supports us. And then we'll gradually bring up there the side bend. So left arm overhead and you swing the pelvis to the left. And swing the pelvis to the left. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Let's go for 3 and 2 and last time 1. Okay, you remember the exercise when we were reaching with the arm towards the knee, so we'll bring this into those 2 in the beginning. Shift, side bend and reach. Shift, side bend and reach. Shift, side bend and reach. And continue. 5 and 4. You may discover one side is way more stable. 3 and 2 and last time 1. Okay, we did it. Now to finish up, I would like you to stand on the floor with legs parallel. Look at your feet, make sure that they are parallel. Not only your senses parallel, but also you kind of can see it, because sometimes the mind can be confusing. So I want to have the insteps parallel, big toe, little toe, center of the heel aligned on so-called tripods of the feet. Feel the knees relaxed over the ankles. Pelvis neutral, chest on top, head on top. And what I want you to start to feel, shift the weight to the right, to the left side, distributing the weight evenly. And now weight front to back, also making sure that you're not only on your front of the foot, not only on your heels. So kind of you are very much centered on top of your feet. And now listen to your feet. And notice how effortlessly your standing might be. To finish up, we will take few deep breaths in and out, and in and out. And one more time, in and out. And thank you. Here was Nadia from Pilates House Hanoi Studio and Teacher Training Center. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't hesitate to share it with the loved ones, and we'll be filming more for you. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and follow our social media. Hope to see you soon in Pilates House Hanoi. Bye bye.